Founded in 1916, BMW is headquartered in Munich, Bavaria, Germany. It also produces mini cars and is the parent company of Rolls-Royce. BMW also makes motorcycles under the BMW Motorrad brand and plug-in electric cars under the BMW i sub-brand. It was established as a business entity following the restructuring of the aircraft manufacturing firm that it was. At the end of World War I in 1918, BMW was forced to cease aircraft engine production by the terms of the Versailles Armistice Treaty. The company consequently changed to making motorcycles as the restrictions were lifted in 1923 and began making cars in 1928. Its aircraft engine division flourished, the car division not so much. By the year 1958, the automobile division was in financial difficulties and shareholders had to decide whether to continue or to liquidate everything. It was decided to carry on to try to cash in on the current economy in the car industry and to share in the success that many other ex-aircraft manufacturers from Germany were having by making cars. The rights to manufacture the Italian Isetta were bought, which is a tiny car with one single door in the front, and it was powered by a BMW motorcycle engine. It was fairly successful and it helped bring the company back on its feet. The majority shareholders of BMW is the Quandt family, which owns about 46% of the stock. The rest is in public float. In 1962, BMW came out with the new class, which was a line of compact sedans and coupes, um, named the 1500 and the 2002s. They were made until 1977. They were the precursors to the famed BMW 3 Series, which cemented BMW's reputation as an upper-tier performance car maker. The slightly larger four doors were later named the 5 Series, starting in 1972. BMW is a charter member of the US EPA National Environmental Achievement Track, which recognizes companies for their environmental stewardship and performance. It is also a member of the South Carolina Environmental Excellence Program. In 2012, BMW was named the world's most sustainable automobile company for the 8th consecutive year by the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. The BMW Group is the only automotive enterprise in the index since its inception in 1999. In 2001, the BMW Group committed itself to the United Nations Environment Programme, the UN Global Compact, and the Cleaner Production Declaration. It was also the first company in the automobile industry to appoint an environmental officer in 1973. BMW is a member of the World Business Council for Sustainable Development and is an industry leader in the Carbon Disclosure Project's Global 500, ranking in its third place in the Carbon Disclosure Leadership Index across all industries. It has operations in Brazil, Canada, China, Egypt, India, Japan, Mexico, South Africa, and the US. Here we're going to look at the brand portfolio audit for BMW Group. In the portfolio objectives, the portfolio delivers excellent synergy. The brands are all premium brands in their respective markets. The marketing budget for these brands is very appropriate for every given brand. The master brand is BMW and is leveraged effectively onto the motorcycle industry and operates as an endorser of the Mini brand. All of the brands are actively managed and maintained relevant. The portfolio is finely adapting to market dynamics as seen in the BMW i, which represents their sustainable and efficient vehicle manufacturing and alternative fuel endeavors. There are opportunities to create new categories primarily in the exotic car and off-road vehicle market. Although BMW has the X series, none of the offerings really are truly off-road capable. There's definitely clarity amongst the brands, although the relation between them is not always clearly apparent, but purposely so. The brand portfolio includes BMW as the master brand and an endorser brand. BMW I is an umbrella sub-brand, as is BMW M, which stands for Motorsports and represents ultra-high performance luxury variants of BMW cars. Vanos, a proprietary variable intake exhaust and timing technology, active hybrid, BMW Individual, and xDrive are branded differentiators of BMW. Product sub-brands include the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, X, and Z series. Mini is a sub-brand subtly endorsed by BMW, which also works as a branded energizer for BMW. John Cooper Works is a branded energizer of Mini, which offers more performance, excitement, and customization than Mini already provides. Countryman and Paceman are product sub-brands of Mini that extend the brand into more utilitarian markets. Rolls-Royce Motor Cars is a sub-brand of the BMW Group that is not marketed with any endorsement and it stands alone on its own in the ultra-luxury, ultra-exclusive motor coach marketplace. BMW Motorrad is the motorcycle sub-brand of BMW, using BMW as the master brand here as well. It is marketed with a heavy endorsement of the principles and values of the BMW master brand, but without any relation to the car products under BMW. For portfolio roles, the strategic brands in the BMW Group are BMW and Mini as they are able to penetrate into more markets and also adjust to the markets they are presently in for significant profit and leverage. Rolls-Royce and BMW Motorrad are well established and don't have much room to extend further. BMW and BMW Motorrad and Mini are branded energizers of BMW, as is BMW M. There is no need to package these brands together as it would create confusion and no new brands are needed for energizer roles. Brand alliances are not needed, but an endorsement of BMW into the Mini brand would be fruitful since Mini, as an originally British brand, comes with a British car reputation of poor reliability. BMW M is a priority silver bullet brand since it anchors the BMW brand's identity with ultra premium and high performance offerings. Flanker brands are not needed, although there is direct competition from other manufacturers. None of them create threats requiring a response type that could potentially damage the BMW brand. If necessarily, on the low end, Mini could be placed as a flanker brand. The brands are all actively managed with frequent brand refreshing cycles and substantial advertising efforts for the strategic silver bullet brands and brand energizers. Rolls-Royce is the cash cow brand in the group. They don't need to do much advertising to keep their loyal following. For brand scope, driver brands are adequately leveraged. BMW Motorrad could have horizontal brand extensions for the off-road and cruiser markets, the sport off-road, not the touring off-road. BMW M and BMW I brands could be extended vertically, but it would create too much distance from the BMW master brand and its product sub-brands. BMW could definitely be exported into new markets since its identity could be applied to other high-end products such as boats, planes, and even international high-end tourism. No brands are overextended. On the contrary, there may be room for them to extend a bit. Their images are not jeopardized as they are clearly defined and specialized. Product defining roles. BMW 3 Series, X Series, BMW M, Mini, and Rolls-Royce have substantial driver responsibility. The brands in this group are very specialized and energized. BMW is a driver brand both for its car company and motorcycle company. Motorrad is more of an identifier, so it doesn't have the driver responsibility. The links between these brands and their customers are very strong. They have major brand equity and are very easily recognizable by just their name. The John Cooper Works branded Energizer could use active brand management and brand building. Although it was recognizable back in the day when Mini Coopers were iconic specialty vehicles in Britain, now that Mini's mainstream, many people don't quite get the John Cooper Works brand. The BMW i sub-brand, skilled on the driver descriptive sub-brand spectrum, lacks brand equity. It is too subtle and non-descriptive and poorly marketed to stand on its own in a meaningful and easily identifiable manner. As such, BMW i should hold a descriptor role. BMW Motorrad is in the same situation. Although recognizable by its loyal following, potential new customers oftentimes don't recognize the brand, even if they know that BMW offers motorcycles. As such, these two sub-brands need more resources in marketing. BMW as the endorser brand adds substantial value to its brand. Its identity is appropriate and strong enough. It is also completely absent from some of its sub-brands, as it should be, since it would detract value from them or hurt itself in the process. BMW's role as endorser brand enhances itself since its endorsed brands deliver the type of product and quality that align with BMW's brand and identity and equity. The brand differentiator Vanos should have a lesser role. Although it is a proprietary technology, what it achieves is now a standard in the auto industry. BMW Individual, on the other hand, should be given a greater role, since it is not well known, yet it adds important value to the BMW brand, since it allows for a great deal of customization and personalization, which is part of what BMW is all about. The BMW portfolio structure, you have the BMW Group, BMW as the master brand, BMW Cars, Mini, Rolls-Royce, and BMW Motorrad underneath them. And below that, we see a lot of the sub-brands of the BMW cars. So BMW I is the plug-in hybrids. xDrive is the differentiator for all-wheel drive. It's a proprietary all-wheel drive technology that BMW uses. The M is for BMW Motorsport. BMW Active Hybrid is for their hybrids, and BMW Individual is for any car that was ordered through their custom program called BMW Individual. Here are some examples of the Mini Cooper, the Paceman, which is the SUV on the top left. The Clubman is the middle one, and a John Cooper Works Mini Cooper on the right. The BMW 3 Series on the middle left is the basically the most important car for BMW. That's their bread and butter. And the X5 on the right is their SUV. Below we have some examples of the three major lines that BMW Motorrad operates in. We see the Adventure Off-Road Tourer, the Cross Country Tourer, and the Sport Bike, the S1000. And here we see two examples of the Rolls-Royce, the Phantom and I believe this is the Corniche.